I've been a long-haul truck driver for over a decade, seen my share of lonely highways and restless nights. But nothing could prepare me for that night. The night I delivered to the place no one talks about. It was a journey into the unknown. It was just past midnight when I pulled into a tiny rundown truck stop off Highway 89. The place was wrapped in a thick fog that smelled faintly of burnt rubber and something sour, like old sweat mixed with rust. The flickering neon sign buzzed, casting jittery shadows on the cracked pavement. The whole place felt abandoned, but somehow watching me. I couldn't shake the feeling of unseen eyes. I checked my load, an unmarked crate that felt unnervingly heavy. The receiver was listed as some obscure warehouse on the outskirts of a town I'd never heard of. The GPS blinked weirdly, like the signal was weak or being jammed. I felt a chill run down my spine. I shrugged it off and started driving again, the only sound the rhythmic clack of tires on wet asphalt, the darkness pressing in. About an hour in, the temperature inside the cab dropped suddenly. My breath misted in the cold air despite the heater blasting full. The radio sputtered, then burst into static, whispering unintelligible murmurs beneath the crackling. I reached to turn it off, but the dial spun wildly on its own, settling on a low, guttural growl that sent chills deep into my bones. Frost began to form on the windows, adding to the eerie atmosphere. That's when I saw it in the rearview mirror. A tall figure standing perfectly still on the roadside shoulder. Its limbs were unnaturally long, bending at odd angles that made me grit my teeth. Its face was pale, almost translucent, with a mouth stretched too wide. Too many teeth, jagged and dripping black. Its eyes were too big, too round, and they gleamed with an unnatural blue light that pierced the fog. It was a sight I couldn't forget. I slammed on the brakes, heart pounding so hard I thought it would burst through my chest. But when I looked again, gone. Nothing but the swirling mist and the eerie silence. The night was still. I tried to focus on the road, but the fog thickened like a living thing curling inside the cab. Shadows flickered just beyond the windshield, elongated, twitching shapes that shouldn't be there. My head snapped toward the passenger seat. Something had appeared, a cracked, dusty doll with glass eyes staring blankly at me. I swear I saw those eyes blink. It felt like time stood still. The radio's whispers grew louder, now words I couldn't understand but felt like threats. My knuckles whitened on the wheel as the truck seemed to slow, trapped in a slow crawl, unable to move past the oppressive fog, the whispers echoing in my mind. Suddenly, heavy footsteps thudded around the cab, circling like a predator stalking prey. I could hear ragged breathing, too close. Then a scraping sound, like nails raking across metal, traced the side of the truck. My skin crawled, and I felt hands, cold, grasping, pressing briefly on my shoulder. I froze. I fought the rising panic, gripping the wheel tight. The GPS blinked again, a message flashing. "Turn back now!" My heart raced. I slammed the truck into reverse and floored it. The fog peeled away like smoke, and the oppressive weight lifted as I sped down the highway, never looking back. My heart pounded as I escaped. I delivered the crate the next day. It was full of broken mirrors. Shattered into impossible shapes, they reflected more than just my tired face. They showed my deepest fears. Since that night, I can't shake the feeling I'm still being followed. Shadows flicker just beyond my peripheral vision. My dreams are filled with heavy footsteps and whispered warnings I don't understand. They haunt me. Have you ever felt eyes watching you in the dead of night? Have you ever been visited? Share your story below. Maybe together we can make sense of the things that haunt us. Your story might hold the key. And remember, when the night calls you, listen carefully. Some deliveries are better left undelivered. Beware the midnight hour. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and follow us for more bone-chilling chronicles. Join us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky for more, if you dare. Stay tuned for more spine-chilling tales.